Sounds good.
Hello, I'm the CraftyYarnista, and welcome to today's episode. Our agenda for our call today is for me to give you a little bit of an update, a brief update on the Barnyard Knits advent for 2024. To tell you about the Melissa Leapman virtual tour that I've signed up for, show you some fabric for a knitting project bag that I'm going to make, and the pattern. And then to do a little bit of an unboxing of my purchases from Miss Babs. So let's get started. The first thing I want to do is give you that update on the Barnyard Knits advent. If you recall, in my review, I was not very pleased with the advent that I received for a couple reasons. First of all, there was an undyed mini skein, and I think that when you're paying quite a bit of money to receive a hand-dyed advent set, that they should in fact all be dyed. The other concern that I have is that, as you notice, these colors do not coordinate with one another, especially with the full-size skein. I reached out to Barnyard Knits. They assured me that these all coordinate with one another, and it was a choice of my pattern selection. So again, I think the yarn itself is fine. If there's a skein out there that you like the color of, I would feel comfortable purchasing it. I would not feel comfortable doing any type of a mystery or advent situation with them again. So the second thing I want to tell you about, and you may have already heard about it, is coming up on January 24th, Melissa Leapman is doing a virtual knitting destination weekend to the UK. I did sign up for that. I'm really excited. It starts Friday, January 24th, and there are going to be activities starting Friday evening, all day Saturday, and Sunday. If you are interested, come check it out. Some of the presenters are Woolly Wormhead, who's going to be talking about some of the short row hats and patterns. I'm particularly interested in the designer of the Scout shawl, who is going to be talking about that. So I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't done one of these before. Some of my friends have, and they've enjoyed it. And so I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So the third thing I want to talk about is knitting project bags. And if you're like me, I kind of like to change them out and do something a little bit seasonal, winter one in winter. I'm already thinking ahead for spring. It is only the middle of January, so I've got a long wait. But I thought something fun to do would be to create my own project bag. I've done it before. I do sewing, and I'll show you some of those projects in some other episodes. I went to the quilt store. I had a little bit of a gift certificate from the store, and I purchased some, I think, very fun, springy fabrics that coordinate with one another quite well. And so I have, I think, this for the outside and the contrast portion, and then this will be the inside of the bag and the pockets. The pattern that I'm going to use is this Linda project bag. I found this out on Etsy. I thought it was pretty reasonable. I want to say it was like $9. You get all three sizes of bag for that price. I did go ahead and order zippers, not pre-made zippers, but you can get zippers on a roll, and then you'll be able to cut it to your own length. So I do have that coming. It'll coordinate with this. And instead of the leather handle, I think I'm going to make mine out of fabric instead. With some of probably the contrast fabric, I have more than enough, even at the large size bag, to do that. So when I need a break from knitting, and recently my wrist is starting to bother me a little bit, it'll be fun to create a springy project bag. So the last thing I'd like to share with you is a little bit of an unboxing from my Miss Fab's purchases. And all I've done is take them out of the box. I have not opened anything yet, so I'm not sure what we're going to see first, but it should be kind of fun. So let's start the unboxing. Okay. We have some Yowza minis. These are in DK weight. And we're going to have a fair number of these. My plan for that is to use my Arctic Doodle deck and to create a cowl. And these colors will coordinate with one of my winter coats. So I'm really excited about that. So these are our first 3 colors. And I'm going to set them here because we're going to have more. This feels like more of them. All right. So here's another 3. Again, Yowza minis. There are, it's 100% superwash merino wool. There's 200 yards in approximately 2.8 ounces or 80 grams. So I'm really loving these colors. I think these are looking good with one another and are going to match my coat really well. Plus, I like the colors in general. And then this is the last DK weight, and it is just a neutral. And you need that for, I don't know if you can see the patterns in here, but sometimes the background will be, for example, maybe a lighter color in the same family, and then sometimes it'll be on a white. And so I really thought that this neutral, it's called Killington, would be a good background, and again, go with all of those. So I'm really happy. I want to finish a few things before I cast on, but I'm not going to wait too long. Okay, next, speaking of project bags, I could not resist. I don't know if you've seen Emma Ball's designs before. I did the mystery knit along for the gnome in December. I like gnomes. I'm not over the top on gnomes, but I thought this for spring and gardening with the little knitter on it was really cute. And I treated myself to another spring project bag. I think that that cowl is going to go in this. And then I needed some size 2 double points, which became apparent to me when I was working on the gnome, and I didn't have them, and so I picked up some hi-his. And then we have 3 packages left to open. They should be all of the same thing, though, so we only have to open 1. And that is a lovely, also Yowza DK. It's Bougainvillea. I really love the color, and as you can tell, it coordinated with the cowl colors that I had, so this is definitely in my family of favorite colors. And I think I'm going to try this pattern from Petite Knits with this. I wanted it to be a solid, I wasn't really sure, although I am wearing black today, that it's necessarily the best color for me. I think this looks a lot better. The zipper will be a little bit of a challenge. I think from the reviews on Ravelry that I have read, it's more an exercise in patience than it is necessarily technically difficult. But we'll find out. Most of the sweaters I do are in fingering weight, so I'm really kind of happy to do this one in DK. I think it's going to go a little faster. In fact, In another episode, I'll show you I am on Sleeve Island on a fingering weight sweater, and so it's appealing to me that this is going to go a little bit faster than that one. So those are all the purchases. I'm really happy. Thank you for tuning in. And I will, if you liked our episodes, please like and subscribe. And we'll see you in our next episode. Have a wonderful day.